before we came here. We told them what we were doing. And the client said to us, well, the town hall forum has become the most legitimate court in the United States. I hadn't thought about it like that. But what he meant in that comment was that people come to town hall meetings, they speak from their heart, they try to solve problems. When you're in a courthouse, so many times you get caught up in the winner versus the loser, or the loser versus the winner. People take very contentious sides. Everybody wants all or nothing, and it ends up usually in something that nobody's really happy with. What I'm getting at is, if this would be a useful mechanism to help bring out ideas and generate a more thoughtful discussion, while we continue to litigate, by the way, so we have to do that, then let's have more of these meetings, and let's have them scheduled, and we can have people come, and we can have people express their ideas in an open forum without hostility, and that can be part of the solution instead of being part of the problem. So I agree with that. And with respect to your questions about the FAA cutting the trees down, I didn't know about that. Maybe you could become the president of Airport Racket. I'm not sure.
And Louis, that's one of the reasons why you go through the discovery process. Because if that, a couple of questions that arise from that. Did that have an impact? Assuming you're correct, it did. What was the impact? How much did it really reduce the noise of those things being there? And did it reduce the noise for all the residents, or was it for a few, or was it for everyone? Those are all great questions. And 9 times out of 10, what has to happen is you have to have somebody who is an expert in noise and how noise travels to look into that issue. And that's why, and we appreciate the fact that some studies were done before. There's been more residents that maybe as a result of this have now more recently been affected, and so maybe those noise studies need to be updated.
Maybe the federal government has to pitch into the noise fixing problem. That's an area to discuss.
Sure.
If they caused it, if you could show causation, then maybe there's a legal remedy. I have no idea if there is.
Okay. And if I may, there was one point that I neglected. The gentleman that spoke before me made the comment that now New Jersey Motorsports Park is complying to a new regulation to not either use amplification or start an engine before 8 a.m. 8 a.m. was always the time. The signs have been there. They were part of the original agreement between the developers of the Motorsports Park and the City of Millville. And those regulations have been in place since day one. It is not a new regulation. And if you've ever been part of the racing community, there are tracks, especially Englishtown, which is a